Yes, mate. Oh, that deserves a picture.
He's known as the Supervet.
You all right, mister?
That's good. It's going to make you stand again.
Very gently hold that.
His extraordinary vet practice and cutting-edge procedures
All right, mate. 25 years ago, I would have said it was impossible.
have saved the lives of thousands of the nation's pets.
Oh, that's so good.
Well done. Good girl. Good girl.
Professor Noel Fitzpatrick and his team are constantly developing new treatments where other options have run out.
All right, all hands on deck. Let's get into theatre now. Nothing about this fracture is textbook. This is totally unpredictable.
And when hope is fading,
I'm not telling you that he has to be put to sleep. Okay. But I am telling you that we do have some big decisions to... I'm sorry.
Noel continues
All right, let's go.
to push the boundaries of medicine,
I'm not God. I am just a bloke trying to do his best.
Come on, baby.
offering a chance
I've got my dog back with bells and whistles on.
against all the odds.
It's okay, Baba. It's okay.
I just think it's amazing. Amazing.
Yes.
Fitzpatrick Referrals, Orthopaedic and Neurology. Charlotte speaking. How can I help?
At Fitzpatrick Referrals in Surrey, emergencies are only too familiar to the practice.
When did we get hit? 9 p.m. Was it 9 p.m. last night?
It's a difficult time for families,
Blood's all within normal range.
but Noel's team offer advanced treatments, often unavailable elsewhere, that can transform the lives of sick and injured pets.
Hi, who's this? Barney. Barney, lovely. Take a seat. You're all checked in. I'll let the vet know you're here. Hello, just letting you know the 9 o'clock emergency is here.
I know. Let's give you some fuss, baby.
Barney, a 4-year-old pug beagle cross, was hit by a bus yesterday, and his leg is severely damaged.
It's all right. Stop getting stressed.
I was walking him and we were on our way home and he was on a long, retractable lead. We have a bus that sort of comes around where we live and it just spooked him. Before I knew it, he was out in the road and I just couldn't retract the lead quick enough. Basically, the bus wheel caught his back leg and it basically went straight under and it was leg against tarmac. I was just distraught. He's our third child. And we've got 2 children. They absolutely adore him. And that was probably the hardest thing yesterday for me, was to tell the kids.
The damage to Barney's leg is so bad, he may have to have it amputated, unless Noel can come up with a solution.
Come on, buddy. Hello, buddy. How are you? Sorry for keeping you.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, mate.
He's feeling
Hey,
very
buddy.
sorry for himself.
Hi, bud. So I've seen the X-ray pictures from your vet. This is...
Oh, dear.
This is what we saw.
This is the first time I've seen him.
Oh, okay. Okay. What's happened here is that the leg was trapped under the wheel and dragged along like so. So that's a cheese grater tarmac along the inside of the ankle.
Yeah.
Because that width there is about 60% of what it should normally be, meaning that we've lost 40% of that bone.
Right, okay.
That's a major, major injury. We've lost what we call critical tissue mass.
Right.
Meaning that you can't reconstruct the ankle.
You've got tissue in your back.
Here we go. Sorry, it's okay, Baba. It's okay. Now, it doesn't mean it's not savable, but it does mean that the movement is not savable. So what's going to determine whether the foot is savable or not is blood supply and nerve supply.
Right, to the bottom.
To the bottom part of the foot. Shall we take him through? I just don't like to see him getting distressed there. And all right, big fella. Come on, bud. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I'll just make sure he's safe.
Don't feel bad. You didn't mean to do it. Not your fault, is it? Not your fault.
They'll look after him. I'm sorry. I know man, that's an horrendous experience.
Yeah, you kind of feel like it's
Guilty,
your
yeah,
fault.
of course you do. Of course you feel it's your fault, but unfortunately accidents happen.
Yeah, 'cause
and they happen all the time. All I would say to you is don't beat yourself up, okay?
Yeah.
Let's now think, okay, well, what can we do?
What's your suggestions?
Well, most of the time what we do here is we do try a primary fixing. That means fusing the ankle solid. Now, we're still in what we call the golden window, where bugs may or may not turn into infection. The real risk here is if it got infected and I had implants in there, then they could get infected and then you could lose the leg anyway.
Not until Noel assesses the wound will he know what chance he has of saving the 4-year-old's leg.
All right, Barney, let's see what we got here. Can I have a blade, please? Oh, that's very nasty. We've got big issues here. This is all really badly contaminated. There's a very, very high risk of infection. And you can see in here there's tarmac in the wound. Unfortunately, this is worse than I'd hoped. Do you want to hold the knee, Diogo, please? It will be very unsafe to put internal implants in here. There's only one bit of good news, and that is the blood supply down the back and down the front remains intact, it would appear. We're possibly going to need to go for a 2-stage procedure, whereby I temporarily support the ankle on an external frame. We try and get this wound to close in with tissue and go back in at a later date with an internal implant when we're more confident we've got infection potentially under control.
If Noel is to save the leg, he will need to fuse it solid, and Barney faces not one, but 2 major surgeries.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good.
It's mid-afternoon, and a 5-year-old Basset hound is being carried carefully into the practice.
It's just coming out, sir. The emergency.
Albert's back legs gave way suddenly 36 hours ago, and he's in need of urgent attention.
Yesterday, his back legs collapsed on him, and he wasn't himself at all. So we called the vet out, and she didn't know what it was. So hence, you know, the referral to here to find out what exactly is going on.
Sisters Rosemary and Diane rescued Albert 6 months ago, and he's become the centre of their world.
Do you think we've done the right thing coming?
Oh, I think so. Oh, definitely. 'Cause you need to know for us, don't we?
Well, if he can't walk, what are we going to do?
That's why there's any more thing you can do if he can't walk.
I don't want with. Oh, Diane, perhaps we shouldn't do an operation.
Albert will need to be examined, so Noel can work out what can be done for him.
Hi.
Do you need a lift?
Oh, yes.
Hello, I'm Noel. How are you
But
doing?
first, he's got to get the 28-kilogram Basset into his consulting room.
All right, big guy. Yeah, let's get Marek 184 or 185. Yeah, okay. Well, you're about to see the biggest intern in the world. So he's hired for his physical strength and his mental dexterity. I'll allow you to decide which one is best. Okay, here we go. I told them that you were hired for your mental dexterity. All right, thanks, Marek. Good boy.
He'll expect us to lift him like that afterwards.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Just go straight into number 1. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marek.
I really like the way he carried him.
He's.
Could I borrow him?
He could. Everybody should have a Marek.
Yes, I've decided I'd like one in my company.
Yes, yeah, everybody should have one. Now, okay, so fill me in, please, ladies. At what point was he no longer able to use his back legs?
About 9 a.m. yesterday morning.
We offered him to go outside, didn't we? To go.
Yeah.
He just sort of crumbled in front of the settee, and the settee sort of helped him a little bit in the fall.
And we rang you about 2,
He's
didn't we?
trying. Look, he's trying.
Right.
Oh, now that's the first one.
Okay, so he's just about able to stand.
Oops-a-daisy. The turning isn't good, is it?
Yeah, he's extremely wobbly. Any little thing would push him over, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. It would.
Okay, hold the chin for me, girls, please.
It's all right.
Okay. He definitely has a spinal issue.
Okay.
Occasionally, you'll get a bony deformity, which suddenly gets worse because they've done some weird activity or twisted their neck or done something like that. Sometimes the vertebrae squish on the spinal cord. So that's called bony wobblers.
Oh, right.
There's a big medical term for that called osseous-associated spondylomyelopathy. Bony wobblers will do.
Yes, I guess that's a mouthful.
Right. We're going to need to do a few more tests. It's looking like surgery may be indicated.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, what a day, I tell you. He's a lovely man, isn't he?
You feel like you don't mind leaving Albert with him somehow?
No. I think basically the operation is good for us. Is it good for Albert? Well, it has to be, because how can he not use his back legs much?
He can't use his back legs.
And you can just knock
So
him over.
basically the question is then, this operation will allow him to use his back legs again? That's the question, isn't it, then?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ladies.
Right, here we go. Here we go, fingers crossed.
Right, it is what I thought it would be,
Okay.
which is bony wobblers. And the front legs are also beginning to become affected
Okay.
because there's a big compression in the spinal cord right there. And eventually the cord, the electrical signals get very wispy.
Yeah.
So the conduction is reduced and hence the legs are not working properly. He's been getting worse for quite some time.
Okay.
We've got 3 options: euthanasia, surgery, or continue with medical management. In this case, medicine is not going to remove the compression.
No.
The recommendation will be surgery, which involves removing the roof to allow the spinal cord more room. The variable is we don't know if that spinal cord is kinked or is so badly damaged that it never recovers. We can't know that.
I think that is going to be the best thing for him. Otherwise, he's got no quality of life. And he could end up with 4 legs going, couldn't he? He'd always had quite a sad face. And I just thought that was his personality. But to think it's been perhaps caused by a physical problem can be quite, not devastating, but you feel responsible. I wish we'd come sooner. He's in the best hands.
So we're going to take the roof off Albert's spinal canal in his neck now. It's a relatively simple procedure in essence, but as with all surgeries, a lot of things have to go right in order to get the right result. But only one thing needs to go wrong to get the wrong result.
One of Albert's vertebrae is crushing his spinal cord. Noel needs to remove the deformed bone before it causes further damage.
So there's a huge bump on the top of the vertebrae here where the new bone has grown, and that bump is the tip of the iceberg.
With extreme precision, Noel removes the top of the vertebrae that is pressing on the spinal cord.
In essence, it's a very simple operation. You just cut a hole and take bone out. In reality, of course, you're next to the spinal cord, which is the cable of life, so you got to be careful. The spinal cord is bruised because the bone has been pressing on it, but now we've taken the entire roof off. Hopefully Albert will be a lot better off. Stitch up, we're out of here. Are you in there, mister? Ah, there you are.
The operation has taken just an hour, but it will be several days before Noel knows if the cord will recover sufficiently and Albert will walk properly again.
Oh, hello. Aren't you gorgeous?
Right. Hello, gorgeous.
Barney, the 4-year-old puggle, is about to have surgery on his ankle after being dragged under a bus yesterday. The leg has been badly crushed. and the wound is a serious infection risk.
So these pieces of bone are contaminated and they're dead, so I'm just taking them out.
Today, Noel will treat the damaged bones, building a temporary frame to support the ankle.
Yeah, push it up.
Barney will then have to have a second operation to fuse the limb, but only once Noel is as sure as he can be that he's clear of infection.
Okay, so we've taken the cartilage surfaces off the joints now. From here all the way down to there should be bone, but there's nothing there. But if I can get this tissue to grow in, then my objective will be to put internal implants and bone graft in later.
Noel has done all he can for now. He constructs the frame to support the ankle.
We've put a group of 4 pins in the metatarsal bones of the foot, and we've put a group of 4 pins in the top of the tibia, and we're now going to link the two together, supporting the ankle.
Barney has lost so much skin, Noel can't close the wound completely, but he's hoping that nature will help out.
So the intention is to promote granulation tissue. If we can get that covered, we're in with a chance. All right, let's go to X-ray.
Barney will need to be monitored for signs of infection, so he will stay at the practice while his family waits anxiously at home.
Come on. Come on, big fella. There we go. Come on. Good boy.
Just a few days ago, Albert collapsed and could hardly walk. After life-changing neurosurgery, he's taking some tentative steps.
Up, Daisy. Good boy. You can do it. Come on. We'll go this way. Good boy. We're 4 days post-operatively now, and Albert's walking quite well. He's still pretty wobbly, but that's to be expected. It's going to take him a while to recover. Considering the magnitude of surgery here, where we cut into the muscles and separated them, we would not expect him to be any better than this. Maybe your ears weigh you down, mate. Yeah, you're a good boy. Oh, you're such a good boy.
Noel thinks Albert is now well enough to return home to his doting mums.
Well, we're here to pick up Albert.
Dear Albert,
Yes. So he's been here for, is it 5?
I think it's 5 nights,
nights.
6 days. Yeah,
So,
nearly a week.
so it's our turn now to play a part in the recovery process. So
Yes, all the nursing starts now. This is the hard work for us now.
Now, Albert's girls.
yes,
In we come.
should I do a song and a dance?
I would love that. Can you do a theme tune? How are you? We can make a movie called Albert's Girls.
That's it.
There we go. He's fine. So it's going to take a while.
Yes.
The entire roof is gone at that point, which will allow the spinal cord to reinflate.
Yeah.
So now that that space is opened up, it's a matter of waiting for that spinal cord to recover, which will take several weeks. At the moment, he's much better than he was 4 days ago.
Oh, excellent.
You can come in. If you push your chairs back, I think he's on his way in. Look who's here, mate. Come on in. There we go. Come on in, buddy. There we go. Oh, you've come back for me. You've come back. Yes, that's right. The girls are back. Albert's girls are back.
I can't believe that he's so...
Yeah. All right, mister.
Yeah.
Gonna go home with Albert's girls. King of the house.
Albert.
Be careful, he's behind you.
Oh, where's Noel worked me uncle?
Yeah. Hello there. Well, I'll let you lift him for the last time.
Are you parking here?
Yeah.
Oh, a nice
I've been telling everybody about the way that you
His face.
you lifted him.
Albert will continue his recovery at home. Sadly for Rosemary, Marek will be remaining at the surgery.
Oh, hi, little one. Who broke on you? Did somebody break on you?
It's not very comfortable, is it?
It's mid-morning, and 1-year-old Labrador cross, Gilly, has come all the way from Cornwall to see Noel.
Very bouncy. Very cute.
Gilly's typical puppy. He'll blast around for about an hour and then sleep for 4. Full of energy, jumpy, kangaroo-y, just running around, nicking socks, ripping t-shirts, just being mischievous.
Despite appearances, the lively lab is suffering from an injury caused by an unfortunate accident 9 months ago.
I think he was about 3 months old, and a friend of ours that was staying in the house at the time accidentally stood on him. They get under your feet, and at the time didn't really know the severity of it. It was quite a few months afterwards that I noticed the bone on his shoulder was protruding, and the longer I'm out walking with him, the slower he gets. We've been given the option of a fusion. I don't think that that's, in my mind, the best option for him, because he's so young. Oh, good boy. Would he be able to live like a full life? I want the best for him, and for him to just be a normal dog.
Tracy and her partner Lee are hoping that Fitzpatrick's can treat the energetic pup's damaged shoulder so he can keep full use of the joint.
He doesn't understand the dog etiquette yet.
Noel is currently the only surgeon in the world performing total shoulder replacements. But it's a new technology which carries risks.
Hi there.
Hi.
How are you doing? Hello, Gilly. How are you, mate? Nice to see you.
Hi, nice to see you.
Hi, lovely. How are you? Nice to see you. Right then. Now, when did you first notice there was any lameness at all?
The lameness wasn't really what came out first. It was more the protruding bone on his right side.
And show me that.
So it's kind of here.
Yeah, sticking out there. Looking at him, I bet if he was in the park, nobody would think he needed surgery.
Not for the first 5 laps, no.
Yeah, all right, let's pop him up. Ooh. All right, big guy. How you doing, mate? Good. Can you go to the head end, talk to him up there?
Good boy.
Yeah, good boy.
You're a good boy.
Yeah, so he's definitely sore.
Good boy. Good boy. Got him? You're all right, buddy. You're all right.
Okay, all right. I'll pop him back down again.
Come on, pup.
Thanks. All right, big guy. It's a quandary, isn't it? There's no question that there's pain.
Yeah.
There is pain. The thing is that in terms of lameness, he's only really lame when he overdoes it.
Yeah.
So really, for me to do my job properly, I need to have a look at the deformity in great detail.
Yeah.
Come on, sit here. Yes.
While Tracy and Lee wait, Gilly will have a CT scan.
Okay, Gilly's mommy and daddy, please. Hi, guys. So the most important image is this one here, which is a 3-dimensional reconstruction of the shoulder. And what has happened is that that area there represents collapse of that growth plate at the back end of the humeral head. So it was indeed the accident that precipitated this. The bony prominence you're noticing is because the shoulder blade is slipping on this, and this is becoming more prominent because of being externally rotated.
So that's the bone.
That's the bone.
Okay.
It's a massive dilemma. There's definitely going to be more risk to do a total shoulder replacement than fusing the joint. But if you could keep a moving joint in a perfect world, that would be anatomically superior.
I want him to have whatever he needs done to continue to be happy and mobile and, you know, the best he can have.
Let me have a think. I'm not allowed to recommend something. I'm only allowed to give you all the options.
Yeah.
And clearly I'm not going to be picking up a scalpel blade if I don't think it's in the dog's best interest. Give me a few days. Every single day of my working life, we face ethical dilemmas. Just because it's possible to do an operation does not make it the right thing to do. But if we always do what we've always done, we'll always get what we've always got. And that is not the reason I signed up to be a vet. I signed up to be a vet to do a better job for every animal in my care. Right now, total shoulder replacement is possible. So all I can do is present all of the pros and the cons, and it's up to the family to decide what they want to do.
To give Gilly's family as full a picture as possible, Noel is using a cutting-edge technique.
I've had Gilly's shoulder printed. This is the shoulder blade and that's the humerus bone. So what the 3D printer allows us to do is effectively realize that CT scan in 3 dimensions that I can hold in my hand. That's led to some very disturbing findings. because the surface of the shoulder blade and the surface of the humerus bone are both dramatically deformed. Based on what I'm looking at in my hands right now, this is going to get worse. This is a very young dog, a whole life ahead of him. At the end of the day, it's their decision.
Noel wants to discuss his findings with Gilly's family.
So these are the 3D printed model. This is what it looks like, okay? And it shows us that the central part of the humeral head is worn away like a groove, because that should be very bulbous. So that should look like that.
Right, okay.
So instead of having a curve like so,
it's more a ridge, isn't it?
It's a groove into which this ridge has worn.
Okay.
So your options at this point are you carry on as you are, just give medicine, but that deformity will to some extent get worse over
Slowly
time.
get more painful, would
Yeah,
assume.
yeah, over time.
It's not an option to not do anything.
And then you got surgical options, fusion and shoulder replacement. Fusion gets rid of the pain because it removes the joint completely. And it's certainly a more reliable operation because less things can go wrong.
But less movement.
No movement. Next option would be a total shoulder replacement. Total shoulder replacement is in its infancy. At the moment, I'm the only person that's done shoulder replacements, only because they're 3D printed implants and that's not ubiquitously available.
So is the risk higher because there's less of them done?
That's right.
How many have you done?
We've only done 4. Ultimate,
Tough, isn't it?
Yes.
We're under an immense amount of pressure to get it right.
At the
Do
end,
the right thing by him.
Yeah.
Because everything you've said makes sense. On each option we've got, I trust 100% that you would do the best you could.
You know, we're getting better and better at doing this the more we do.
Yeah.
And every success stands on the shoulders of failure.
We need to make a decision because the longer it's taking, the worse it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know the facts now anyway. Ring us in the next few days, tell us what you want to do.
Yeah. Oh, God.
You're right.
I don't want to make the wrong decision.
And that's and again,
it's just so tough, isn't it? 'Cause I just want him to be okay. Whatever decision we make, there's always going to be that what if. Should we have done it the other way?
Either operation's got risks. So
I just want him to be happy and just be himself.
So how will you make that decision over the next few days?
Rock, paper, scissors, flip a coin. I don't know.
He said, "You people are cray-cray. I hope there's nothing wrong with me so I never have to come back."
It's been nearly a month since 4-year-old Barney's accident, which crushed his ankle.
You're all right, mate. I know, you're a bit sensitive on your leggies, aren't you?
Noel has been checking the puggle's wound regularly to see how the tissue is regrowing.
So we've got it all healed right down to this patch now.
The risk of infection is now very low, so at last Barney can have his frame removed, ready for the second stage of his ankle surgery.
We can see here that once we've taken the frame off, it moves. And if we don't put anything in there, it'll just fracture.
Barney needs an implant to hold the ankle in position.
Well, most of the time what we would do in this situation is put a plate on this. The problem is we don't actually have enough skin to cover a plate at the moment. But what we're going to try and do instead is we're going to try and bury most of the implants on the inside of the bones. And therefore, I may be able to close the skin more easily. Give me all the kit, please.
In a world first, Noel has designed a custom implant made up of 3 components that will fuse Barney's leg by fitting inside the bones.
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use a 3D printed plastic guide to drill a hole through the ankle and into the tibia bone. Show me that again.
As this type of implant has never been used before, Noel is working to a set of step-by-step instructions and using 3D printed guides put together with his engineering team.
Show me the picture.
Noel inserts the first part of the implant into the tibia, and then a second into the main ankle bone.
So we've now locked the pin in the ankle and the tibial pin in the shin bone. And where they transect right here, they've locked that ankle solid. However, what still is moving is the ankle relative to the arch of the foot. So we're going to stabilize that now.
The final piece of the custom-made implant is a plate that secures the foot.
We're in good shape. We're now going to pack as much graft as we can in here from the top of Barney's humerus bones, providing as much support as is possible.
Noel can now stitch up the skin.
The big advantage of this system is that most of the metal is inside the bone, therefore we can get the skin closed. Right, mate, there you are. You live to fight another day. Let's go to CT.
This is Barney's second major surgery in just 4 weeks. But if it's a success, the puggle will finally get back on 4 feet again. Four weeks ago, Albert had spinal surgery after his back legs collapsed.
A pillow here. Should put your pillow there.
He's been recovering at home, while sisters Rosemary and Diane take special care of him.
Do you think Albert does rule the roost? Now I'm thinking about it, that perhaps he does. Prince Albert. Yes, definitely.
Albert, what's this thing?
They are following Noel's instructions for cage rest and have given the prince of the house his very own stately home.
This is our unique pen that we've made for Albert, which is in fact made up of pasting tables. And we've covered it with quilts, and go in and out. And he loves people sitting with him as well. So I sit here at night. Diane sits there at night, don't you, Moore? And he's been an ideal patient, really, because of that, I think. I should patent it, Diane.
Good boy, Diesel.
It's 3 weeks since Barney's second operation to fuse his ankle after it was crushed by a bus.
It sounds like he's going to be like the bionic dog. Do you know what I mean? I know, yeah.
At last, he's well enough to be reunited with his family.
He'll be excited, but he wouldn't be like running about and that.
No, because he can't, can he, because of his leg?
It'd be licking, wouldn't he?
Do you think
Plenty of licks.
Think it'd be giving you kisses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this has been a massive, massive endeavour, but I'm really happy with the way things are today. This ankle now is very, very stable. I'm really pleased. I think it's going to change the way I do other cases in the future, actually, because there's real potential in this. So Barney's legacy, see what I did there? Legacy. You didn't even get that and you're laughing. You're my best sidekick ever.
Yeah, he'd laugh at anything.
He'd laugh no matter what.
Yeah.
It could be awful and he'd still laugh. Barney's legacy could give a legacy to other dogs in the future. Are we ready? Come on in, Darby. Look who's here. Hey, mate. Hello. Now, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. We can take this off if you want while you say hi.
Hello, he's gone through so much in what is basically a really short amount of time, but having Noel sort of take him under his wing has totally put my mind at rest.
Oh, no.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, you're nearly there now. You're tantalisingly close.
There's still part of me that thinks, oh, if only I'd, you know, pulled the lead back a bit quicker, but it's, you know, it's done now, and it's, you know, we're all about going forward.
All right, big fella. There we go. Well done. Now he's safe on Daddy's shoulders. Well done, mate. Good boy.
Yeah.
And you can take that cone of shame.
Sit down.
Good boy. Can you pull? Oh, it's a good boy.
3 months ago, Gilly the Labrador Cross was brought to Fitzpatrick's to discuss surgery for his damaged shoulder.
I know, buddy. I know.
After much deliberation, Tracy and Lee have decided to opt for the total shoulder replacement, surgery that's not currently offered anywhere else in the world.
The fact that not a huge amount of these have been done, certainly not on a dog this young, there is a bit of unknown territory there, but we can tell he's actually starting to feel quite a bit of pain now, quite a bit of discomfort. Yeah, that's it. Morning.
Noel is going to replace Gilly's entire damaged shoulder joint with a custom-made implant created from his CT scan. Noel has carried out this surgery just 4 times before, and today's operation will trial a brand new version of the implant.
Total shoulder replacement is a complex operation. The single biggest challenge is to get the implants in there tight enough but not too tight. If they're not tight enough, they'll dislocate. If they're too tight, then they won't move.
Keep it in, don't move. Don't move, in. That's it.
Noel will remove the old deformed joint, then drill down into the humerus, ready to insert the new head. The new socket will then be attached with 2 plates and screws onto the shoulder blade. Once the new head is inserted, a plastic liner can be cemented inside the socket before the new head is popped into place. Then the muscles and tendons are firmly reattached.
This plastic guide is custom made for the top of the humerus. Screw it in position, and then our drill goes down into that so the hole is in exactly the right spot. Give me another high-speed burr, please.
Noel positions the new socket onto the shoulder blade.
We've got to get 1 plate in front of the spine of the shoulder blade and 1 plate behind. We've got to have this surface in here exactly meeting the mesh so that the bone physically grows onto this metal. Very gently hold that. Stay exactly there, don't move. Goggles.
Now he can insert the new head into the pre-prepared hole in the humerus bone.
So putting the stem in like so. Head is in position. Now we're going to use this jig to put some screws in it. The long 2/7 screws. That's good. Very good. Okay, so now we're going to put a liner in here, specially shaped to try and prevent dislocation.
With the liner cemented into the socket, Noel can pop the head into place.
So it seems to be moving okay.
After 5 hours of intense surgery, Gilly has a brand new bionic shoulder. It will be several weeks, though, before Noel will know if the new joint will give the young dog the carefree future his family are hoping for.
Come on, Albert.
Albert! Oh, he's in his stubborn Basset mode.
Come on, Albert.
Prince Albert has returned to Fitzpatrick's.
Good boy.
So can you just walk up and down for me, please?
Albert!
Today, Noel needs to check the Bassett's gait to see if the neurosurgery has alleviated the wobbler's syndrome.
Hang on a minute. I'm doing your gait video now because you're on my side. So, do you want to do it, Marek? Let's go either way is fine. There you go, there you go, there you go.
There we are.
Good boy, Albert. Come on, mate. That's it. That's perfect. That's what I need. That's what I need. That's what I need. Great. Let's go in. Okay. Now then, right. Actually, that's tons better. His nuchal ligament, which goes between the back of his head right down to here, is all settling down. Bottom line is that his ataxia, his wobbliness, will improve to a point and then it'll stay as it is.
Okay.
And that'll be what damage was done to the spinal cord before I did the surgery.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'm with you. Yeah.
Right now you're on gabapentin and what else?
Metacam.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I read it makes it stronger.
Well, no, it's synergistic. They work in different ways and help each other out.
Yeah.
It's like him lifting the back end of a dog and me the front. I would have to do very little work.
I just love. I like that. I would love a photo when you lifted him.
You're their idol now, Mary.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
I just thought it was the most amazing, and in a very dark day, it made me laugh.
Yes, yes.
It gave a bit of light.
I see you bring sunshine with you, Marek. Thank you very much. Go for it, go for it, go for it. Marek, this is your moment. Yes, finally. I can delegate the pictures. Hang on, stay right there, Marek. One for me, Marek, one for me, one for me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, everybody. Well done.
Thank you. Oh, it went so well. He's really pleased with him. He wants us to ring him up
In 6 weeks, just to let him
know how things are going.
There we go.
I think sort of 6 weeks ago today, Albert was having his operation and how we were feeling.
Oh, terrible.
The
And you look at him
transformation in
now,
6
don't
weeks
we?
has been
Hey, Albert?
amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I'm really pleased.
You a good boy, Barn.
10 months ago, Barney was run over by a bus, and his ankle so badly crushed, he lost 40% of the bone.
We actually thought at one point he was going to actually lose his leg.
And it was hard to see that there would be such a positive outcome, but now, you know, we're nearly a year down the line and he's back to being Barney.
Yeah. To see him now, you wouldn't know that he's had an accident at all. He still runs and chases things. He still barks at buses.
You'd think he'd learnt his lesson.
He's always been a part of the family. He just makes us all happy.
The guilt has lessened. There's still a little bit of trepidation, but that's kind of ease because I can see that he's back to how he was.
Barney!
I just think it's amazing. Amazing.
No.
Gilly has arrived for his 6-week checkup.
Yeah, same problem.
God, buddy, I got ya.
An exhausted Tracy and Lee have had their hands full keeping the excitable pup calm during his recovery from groundbreaking shoulder surgery.
It's been really tough trying to keep him still. We have to be attached to him all day. We just really want him to turn around and say that everything's going to plan. That's all we could really hope for at this point.
Gilly will have a CT scan to check that everything is okay with the implants.
All right? I know. So am I. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Waiting with bated breath.
Very much so.
It's okay.
Okay.
Calm. Big sigh.
My heart is going by the cups.
I'm happy with progress.
Good.
Very pleased with what I'm seeing today. The bone is growing onto that metal. You see that?
Yeah.
Because this is a new shoulder model, I've never actually seen that because I've developed it from the previous models and learnt what not to do as well as what to do. But there's no way it could be any better than what it is at the moment.
Wow. That's really good to hear.
All right, let's get Zebedee in. Right, can I have Gilly, please?
Wow.
Oh. Oh.
Thank God for that.
Take care, God bless.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
It will be another 6 weeks before Gilly is allowed off the lead, but the surgery has been a success.
I could cry. I'm
we're
so
quite
happy.
right now.
So happy for him.
I was steeling myself for that something's gone wrong. This didn't go quite right. But he literally said it couldn't have gone any better.
Yeah.
Then, you know, to hear that, I was kind of quite overcome by that.
Yeah.
Oh, you like this, don't you? This way, this way.
2 months after his emergency spinal surgery, Albert is free of his pen and out with his girls.
Okay. Oh, it's lovely having a picnic with Albert, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. She likes the food, I think, mostly. No.
No.
If you met Albert now, you wouldn't think that he'd been through a major operation.
Good boy. Good boy.
Albert may never walk completely normally, but he's made huge progress.
We're having to walk him on the lead just for a certain number of minutes a day.
He wants to trot quite fast, which is obviously a good sign.
Yes, I quite like it when he's trotting fast. And he got more barky as well, which is it's his way of communicating. Anyhow, cheers. Cheers. Cheers, Albert. I think he likes being with us as well, doesn't he? He's happy as long as he's got his security, and I think we are at the moment his security. Albert's girls. Yes, definitely. Yeah, I think so. Well, he's our young boy. No.
It's been 9 months since Gilly's family made the difficult decision that he should have pioneering shoulder surgery.
I didn't think I'd get to the point we're at now. He's just like a little puppy again. He clearly is having the time of his life. Come on, buddy. Ready? You need to stop. Getting him back on his feet was a great struggle, but I'd do it all over again because he is so happy. Hi! He was so young. To not give him the best chance that I could wouldn't have been fair. For me now to have normal life with Gilly and see him off lead, I couldn't wish for any more. Definitely got my puppy back and more. Good boy.